Do you realize this? We have all been slaves to the desires of others, whether consciously or unconsciously. Business owners force themselves to cater to the whims of the wealthy to secure contracts. Employees bend over backward to please their superiors. In love, we reluctantly accommodate the desires of our partners just to maintain the relationship. Even in families, parents sacrifice themselves to satisfy their children's wishes. But when will we ever truly live as ourselves? If you don't know how to reclaim yourself and adjust everything according to your true self, your life will only be a meaningless puppet show. Below are techniques to help you rediscover yourself and succeed on this journey. The first and most important question you need to answer is, do you truly want to live for yourself and bring goodness to others? This is not a question to evade or answer casually. You must face it seriously, for it is the gateway to real change. If you are ready to say yes, begin with the following steps. Let's build a community of kindness by subscribing to Stoicism for Success right now and sharing it with those you wish to see live with kindness and strength like us. Let's spread these positive values together. Step 1. Create an absolutely quiet space. This first step is the foundation of the entire process of self-discovery. You need a completely quiet space where you can face yourself without interruptions or distractions from the outside world. How to do it? Choose a quiet place. Find a room or a private space where no one else is present. Ideally, it should have a view of nature, as the calm and serenity of nature helps to soothe the mind. Eliminate all noise. Stay away from sounds like traffic, honking, construction noises, or any other sound that might distract you. Close the door, turn off your phone, and shut down electronic devices to ensure maximum focus. Set up a personal space. If possible, create a familiar environment by rearranging the room or placing familiar objects around you. This helps you feel comfortable and safe when facing yourself. Take deep breaths. Before moving to the next step, take several deep breaths to calm your mind and focus on yourself. This space is where you begin your journey of self-discovery. It is the only place where you can be completely honest with yourself, confronting your darkest and weakest aspects without worrying about others' judgment. Step 2. List your current relationships. This step helps you comprehensively evaluate the relationships in your life, the people you regularly interact with, and who impact your mind and emotions. This list is an important foundation for understanding the influence of each relationship on your life. How to do it? Get a notebook. Get a notebook. Write down all the relationships you regularly interact with. Do not overlook anyone, even those with whom you have less frequent contact but who still affect your thoughts and feelings. List a variety of relationships: family, parents, siblings, close relatives, friends, both close friends and acquaintances. Colleagues, include both those you work directly with and those you meet in the work environment. Other social relationships, people you meet through work, business partners, neighbors, or others who have a regular influence on you. Ensure completeness and accuracy. Be honest and write down everyone, regardless of how significant or close they are to you. The goal here is to have a clear view of your entire relationship network. This list will help you identify which relationships support you and which may negatively impact you. It is the foundation for the following steps in the process of self-discovery and personal change. Step 3. Identify and sort the most conflicting relationships. In this step, you need to confront the harsh truth about your relationships. Rank your relationships from those with the most conflict to the least, starting with those that cause you the most stress, tension, and negativity. Signs to look out for. Which relationship makes you feel tired or angry every time you interact? Which relationship requires more sacrifice without bringing any value? Who is the person you always have to hold back around, or even become worse to please? Sorting these relationships will help you clearly identify the conflicts that need to be addressed first. These are the people and situations that may be draining your energy and holding you back from personal growth. Face this reality decisively and directly. Step 4. List all the bad things you've done. This is the step where you must face yourself in the most ruthless way possible. There is nowhere to hide. You must accept the whole truth about the negative behaviors you have engaged in. Be honest and conceal nothing, even if they are just dark thoughts. How to do it? Record every bad behavior. List in detail all the wrong things you have done in relationships. For example, I badmouthed her to my superior, I intentionally sabotaged her work, or I am trying to get her fired. Do not skip negative thoughts. Even if you have only had negative thoughts without taking any action, write them down. These thoughts reflect the root of the problem and are an essential part of self-awareness. No justification or excuses. The goal of this step is to recognize and admit your own mistakes. You must not justify your bad behavior or blame others or circumstances. Do not fear the truth. This step requires courage, but it is necessary to gain an honest view of yourself. Only when you face all your dark sides can you begin the process of correction and self-improvement. Remember, no one is perfect, but acknowledging and accepting mistakes is the first step toward real, profound change. Step 5. List the good things you have done. This step requires you to honestly recognize the positive things you have contributed to your relationships. It not only helps you see the good side of yourself, but also creates a balance in the process of self-evaluation. How to do it? Record all positive actions. Specifically list the good things you have done in each relationship. For example, I helped her with her work, or I spent time listening and sharing with someone when they needed it. Do not exaggerate or downplay the positives. Write down every positive action, whether big or small. These positive actions are the foundation for recognizing your value and also serve as motivation to improve your relationships and yourself. Maintain objectivity. Although this step focuses on the positive, ensure that you do not overestimate yourself or overlook the truth. The goal is to have a clear view of both sides of yourself without bias. This listing will help you understand that, alongside your mistakes, you also possess commendable qualities. It is an essential foundation to continue progressing on your path to personal improvement. Step 6. Review the list. This is a thorough check of everything you have listed so far to ensure that nothing has been overlooked. This review helps you gain a comprehensive view of yourself, including both good and bad behaviors, but it does not allow for analysis at this stage. How to do it? Read through the entire list. Review each item listed in the previous steps to ensure that you have recorded both the positives and negatives in your relationships. Add anything you might have missed. Ask yourself, did I miss anything important? If something comes to mind, add it to the list immediately without overthinking. Avoid analyzing or judging. This is a step for listing, not evaluation. If you start analyzing, you may get lost in complex thoughts and lose the overall perspective. Keep your mind clear and honest, as only when you have a clear view of all aspects of yourself can you move into deeper analysis and find real change. Step 7. Understand the root cause of your bad behavior. This is the step where you delve deeply into your mind to find the real reason behind your negative actions. You need to begin with a series of why questions and not stop until you reach the final cause. Face this truth honestly without avoiding or making excuses. Here's how it works. Why do I dislike that colleague? Because she is favored by the boss over me. Why does the boss favor her over me? Because her work quality is better and her sales are higher. Why are her work quality and sales higher? Because she has more knowledge and handles customers better than I do. Why does she have more knowledge than I do? Because she works hard to develop herself while I do not. Where did she learn, and why haven't I asked her? I feel hesitant and don't dare to approach her because I have done bad things behind her back, and she knows it. Why haven't I sincerely apologized to her? I am afraid of rejection and afraid of facing my mistakes. Have you ever overcome your ego to face and correct your mistakes? Or are you still letting fear hold you back, continuing to avoid rather than confront? The key here is honesty and courage. A sincere apology is often enough to set things right. Do not let your ego overshadow this positive change. If you still find it difficult to complete this step, leave a comment below. I will guide you on how to overcome fear and accomplish this more easily. Let's come together to support our community. If you are a kind person, please hit the like button on this video and leave some energetic comments to spread positive vibes. Together, we can make a difference. Step 8. Correct your mistakes and overcome yourself. This is the hardest step in the journey of self-discovery, as it requires you to not only acknowledge your mistakes, but also to dare to correct them and overcome your ego. Yes, facing yourself is the most frightening, yet the most necessary step. Before you begin, remember that everyone makes mistakes. The issue is not that you made a mistake, but whether you have enough courage to correct it and grow from it. Do not deceive yourself by thinking that everything will magically get better without action. How to do it? Accept your mistakes. Recognize what you did wrong without blaming others or circumstances. Offer a sincere apology. Approach the person you hurt and apologize frankly and sincerely. Do not make excuses or justify your actions. Simply admit your mistake and express regret. Learn from your mistakes. Ask yourself, what should I do to avoid repeating this mistake? This step is crucial in adjusting your behavior and achieving real change. Practice persistence. Change does not happen in a day. Be persistent in making positive changes, one step at a time. If you encounter difficulties, remember that this is a long-term journey, not a short-term goal. Do you need help completing these steps? Leave a comment below, and I will provide specific, detailed guidance on how to overcome this challenge easily and effectively. The key here is determination and perseverance. Step 9. Monitor yourself daily. This step is essential for maintaining change and ensuring that you are on the right track. Develop a habit of self-review every day, not to criticize yourself, but to understand yourself better and overcome the limits you set for yourself. How to do it? Open your notebook. At the end of each day, open the notebook you have used from the previous steps and review the goals you set in the morning. Evaluate your progress. Ask yourself, what did I achieve today? What did I leave unfinished? Write down both the things you did well and those you missed. Identify the cause. If there are uncompleted goals, ask, why didn't I accomplish this? Was it due to a lack of motivation, fear, or simple procrastination? Clearly identifying the cause will help you understand your own stagnation more deeply. Face your fears. Do not avoid your fears. Every time you recognize a fear, write it down and ask, what can I do to overcome it? Do not let it continue to hold you back. Remember, this monitoring is not meant to judge yourself, but to recognize the truth and change it. As you do this regularly, you will gradually see your progress and realize that you can fully control your life. Final step, shape the person you want to become. This step is about clearly defining your future, not in fanciful dreams, but in concrete, daily actions. If you don't have a clear goal, you will forever be lost between others' expectations and your own sense of uncertainty. How to do it? Write a clear image of the person you want to become. Don't be afraid to dream big, but ensure that what you write is specific and realistic. For example, I want to be more confident, a decisive leader, and a compassionate person. Identify the core values you want to pursue. Values are what guide your actions. Clearly define whether you want to be honest, fair, or creative. This will help you focus on goals that align with the person you want to become. Set specific goals and an action plan. Change will not occur without specific actions. Create a list of things you need to do daily, weekly, and monthly to get closer to the person you want to be. Remind yourself and persist in implementation. Each day, remind yourself of this goal and persist in its implementation, no matter the difficulties. Do not let anything divert you from your path. Every effort you put in today will contribute to who you become in the future. Remember, only when you're determined to live according to your goals can you truly find your true self. Obstacles you will face. Resisting the herd mentality. When you try to break away from negativity, some people will try to pull you back by any means. They will use temptations, fake advice, or even criticism to stop your progress. This is when you need to stand firm and be ready to reject all these attempts. Manipulation may come from even the closest people, those who do not want to see you change because it makes them uncomfortable. You must be ready to face and decisively refuse, even if it makes you feel isolated or misunderstood. A strong stance is the key to overcoming the temptations of the herd mentality and continuing on your own path. It's not easy to resist social pressure, but it is the only way to truly become yourself. Embrace the challenges in self-discovery. The early stages of self-discovery are always full of trials. You will face judgment, ridicule, mockery, and even contempt from others. They will try to make you doubt yourself, to weaken your resolve. There will be times when you feel lost in the chaos because you find yourself unlike anyone else. This confusion becomes even more intense when you are in the process of transforming from bad to good or vice versa, standing halfway between both extremes in a state of uncertainty. When you are caught in the middle, neither fully good nor fully bad, this is when you are most vulnerable. You are not yet good enough to be considered good, but also not bad enough to be considered bad. This is the most confusing and frustrating phase of the journey, where you feel stuck and directionless. But rest assured, this is a normal experience that everyone who has ever tried to change themselves must go through. To be bad is not an option, but to be good seems unattainable because you don't meet the standard of being truly good. I have gone through this myself. Every time I discover a new philosophy and explore it, I go through the same struggles as you. I understand what you are facing, and I am here to accompany you. You are not alone. Talk to me whenever you need, as I am always ready to listen and help you through these challenging moments. Say yes to what brings meaning. In the process of personal development, you will encounter people who offer you a better perspective and guide you towards positivity. When this happens, express gratitude immediately and turn it into a concrete action. Do not just keep it in your heart. Speak it aloud to reinforce the positive change. The power of gratitude. Gratitude has the strength to protect you from the inner demons, fears, doubts, and negative temptations that try to drag you back to your starting point. When someone shows you the right path, tell them directly, "I am grateful to you for guiding me towards a new way of improving myself." The moment you verbalize it, you will feel a surge of positive energy filling your body, making you more determined to continue your path of change. Trust me, I have done this and succeeded. Gratitude is not just an emotion, it is a powerful tool that helps you build true meaning in your life. The value you will gain. The first benefit, you will transform rapidly into an amazing person. As you begin your journey of self-discovery and improvement, you will become stronger and more exceptional than ever. Good things will unexpectedly flood into your life. You will be surprised by your progress and the positive changes within yourself. The second benefit, your family will also change and evolve along with you. When you become more positive and strong, your family members will feel this influence as well. Gradually, they will shift towards a more positive and happier state. The third benefit, your work will progress better. Colleagues and partners will be willing to cooperate with you to build mutual success. you will have more genuine, kind-hearted relationships, leading to longer-term contracts signed with trust and goodwill from both sides. The final benefit, you will experience less suffering in life. As you focus on personal development, you will learn to manage your emotions better, face difficulties with calmness, and thus reduce unnecessary pain. This transformation will not only bring success to you, but will also make life more meaningful and fulfilling. Thank you for watching this video. Let's support our wonderful community by hitting subscribe and turning on notifications right now. Show everyone that you're living kindly by liking the video and sharing your experiences in the comments. Take action now to spread positive energy.